Hello friends, I'm back again. Welcome to another Q&A Wednesday. So I asked my friends on Twitter and Instagram, here and here, to send me some questions they'd like to include in the video. So if you guys want to get involved in any future videos, please make sure you're following my socials. So yeah, that's basically where I put any sort of updates on there. So yeah, check it out if you haven't already. And these are the questions. First question is from a good friend of mine. His name is Rob Mush, recently just got married. Congrats again, my good friend. He asked me, do you think you are closer in footballing ability to your mother or Lionel Messi? I think that's a fantastic question, first of all, Rob. And my answer is definitely my mother. I'm far away from being anything like God level that is Lionel Messi. Best player ever, in my opinion. Yeah, me and my mother, I mean, I've never seen my mother play football. Boy, that could be a great YouTube video actually. You might just put me on there to my mum playing ball. But yeah, I'm nowhere near Lionel Messi, so I'm definitely more closer with my mother in that regard, I'm sorry. Another good friend, Michaela, at Michaela's Photos. If you don't know who she's already, she's taking pictures with this person and this company and that company, like from streetwears, beauty. Mate, if you need any photos being taken, get on her. Yeah, simple. You think that's my thumbnails? Yeah, I think they're so good. Yeah, it's because of Michaela, just saying. So, Michaela says, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? So, I think I might have answered this in my last Q&A, but honestly, can't remember. I see myself as a qualified ACCA chartered accountant. I see myself married. I see myself in my own home, probably on the outskirts of London somewhere. And I see myself as a successful YouTuber. Someone on my side is doing like a baby, like signal, but yeah, I'm not gonna include that. Yeah, but last thing, definitely as a successful YouTuber who has been consistent for 5 years strong. So another good friend of mine, I am DT_45. His name is German Dan. He's part of this Touchline Fracas, which is basically a footballing podcast that I'm part of. I met him there. Top class man, fantastic Bundesliga insight in case you ever need it. He asked me, top 3 albums released this year. Number 3, I'm gonna go with, you know what? Yeah, it's just for me. I don't know if this is not the best, but this is just my personal taste. Number 3 is Alfredo. It's recently came out, I think it came out last Friday actually. So when will this come out? Would have been 2 weeks ago. So this album is by Freddie Gibbs and The Alchemist. It's my kind of music. It's vibesy, it's current, it's on trend, like it's quick as well. Like I think the whole album's about half an hour, 35 minutes. So there's no like 27 song project where it's almost like a burden to actually continually listen to it. Mate, amazing stuff, great music, great melodies, great beats, great lyrics. I'm all for it. That's number 3. Number 2 is Circles by Mac Miller. I had no idea this album came out this year, but Mac Miller's the late great Mac Miller, I'm actually going to say, his death was like quite telling. One of the few celebrities that when he passed away, it actually really affected me. Gave me a different type of outlook on life. Yeah, it was crazy. So obviously when him and his family agreed to release Circles, it was like, wow, okay, this is like almost like closure. And last and definitely not least is number 1, that is Party Next Door's Party Mobile, or Party Mobile as we say here in the UK. Its album, yeah. Boy, I remember we were having like discussions in my group chats that I'm part of about like this has been long awaited. He's on this little hiatus, like no one's heard from him in so long. So him releasing this album, there was so much lying on it. And his last album, Party Next Door 3, I think it was called, was a bit hit and miss. Like I think there was only 2 songs I liked on there. And yeah, just I wasn't feeling it. So when he released this, yeah, and I heard songs like Savage Anthem and Trauma and Eye on It, that's it, Eye on It. Wait, these songs, yeah? Hoi! My favourite this year, I bang it out so much. Big shout out to Party Next Door, man, you came back with a bang and yeah, long awaited, but definitely worth the wait. So my next question is from a good man called Angelo. He is someone who I actually used to, I say mentor, but basically I was a youth leader for my church and he was one of the youth. Yeah, he's very responsive and you can tell that this is the guy that's going to be different, he's going to stand out from the crowd. And so much so, he's released his own music, he released this project, so yeah, check it out in your free time, it's fire, it's fantastic. But he asked me this question, he says, views on Hillsong London's 31st of May online service. So, I was contemplating whether I was going to answer this question, but I think it's good that I do, just to speak what's on my mind. A few people have actually asked me about it, which I'm quite surprised. I didn't really realise I'm this spokesperson at all. I think I just speak. So to give you a bit of context, there was so Hillsong is a church I go to. It's located in central London, and we had our head pastor come and speak. And this was obviously right after the George Floyd murder. And there was just it was quite a big uproar about the vagueness of the message and how it was basically coated over, and there wasn't really much of a focus on it. My own thoughts on it are it wasn't as pressing enough, and it wasn't as intense enough, it didn't seem as important enough. In comparison to the things that we've done in the past at church, like for instance the Australian wildfires, we had so much going on there. We had rangers there trying to help, we had ways in which you can raise money for it, and it does seem like there wasn't much of a push for something as important as the equality and the push of Black Lives Matter. That kind of thing wasn't said, like the name George Floyd wasn't said, etc, etc. So it was a bit wishy-washy in short. I was disappointed, I was a little bit frustrated about it, but there have been ways in which they've tried to rectify it and apologise, and they've seen where they've gone wrong, albeit after like an outrage that they've seen. But hey, people make mistakes, you make corrections, and you can only move on and forgive them. But yeah, that's my views on it. It wasn't as good as it should have been, it wasn't as pressing as it should have been, as I just said. Should have been way better. But I'm happy that a big deal was made out of it, because I feel like now there can be more of a push towards people understanding why that wasn't so good and how we can rectify it. So I don't know, I'm trying to look for the best out of a bad situation, but yeah, those are my views. On the topic of George Floyd and police brutality and injustice, I've got a few links in my description below, that in ways which you can help, ways which you can educate yourself. So please check them out if you can. There's also going to be like a brief video at the end of this, like a little message at the end. So please check it out. Stay to the end of the video. I promise it'll be worth it. In happier news, this person, okay, no, that's enough. A lot of people basically have asked me, when am I getting married? So yeah, this question's coming out a lot. It's funny because as I'm recording this, the person you guys are talking about is actually to my left. So obviously I'm not gonna exactly tell you when that's actually gonna happen, but keep your ears to the streets. It's gonna happen sooner than you think, but not as early as you. Can you be quiet? Okay, let me try this again. So, when will I marry is not as soon as you think, but also not as long as you think. Yeah? Yeah, let's go with that. So, next question is from Ruthie X Diary. How many licks to the center of a Tootsie Roll? I'm gonna go 14. Lola's asked me another brilliant question, which I'm excited to answer. She says, how many Maltesers can you fit in your mouth? Try it for us. So I'm gonna quickly go to the shop, I'm gonna quickly grab some Maltesers, and I'll be right back, and let's see how many I can fit in my mouth. That's a mad sentence. That's a mad sentence. Yeah, anyway, be right back. So guys, this is me on my way to the shop. It's currently raining, hence my raincoat, but I'm still wearing slippers. Hopefully you can see that. Fun. Very fun. Let me grab these Maltesers and I'll be right back. So I wasn't too sure how many to buy. I just bought a couple. Let's see how this goes. Oh yeah, back to the video. It goes nothing.
1, 2,
3. Why did I buy 2 bags, bro? Am I nuts? One bag's looking like a magazine.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
That was traumatizing. I'm never doing that again. Okay, so that was 35? 35 Malteser pieces. Look like this. I don't want to tip it over. I can't wait to eat that later. What's the world record? Let's see. Guys, I just Googled the world record for the most Maltesers in your mouth. The record is 76. Guys, 76. I thought 35 was a madness. I thought I could keep going, but I was literally starting to choke, starting to go down my throat. That doesn't become my mouth anymore, does it? Pause. My goodness, yeah, pause all of that. Everything I've said in this video, just pause, man. Madness. My close friend Negro asked me, most you've paid for a pair of trainers? None of your business. Yeah? Don't worry. Alright? NicoSauce_ asked me, would you ever get a tattoo? Right now, maybe. Honestly, I don't know. I previously wanted to get like a full sleeve on both my arms, just some random important stuff to me. However, it didn't really work out. I realized it's very painful, and I don't know, I just didn't have much passion towards it anymore. I just didn't get it. I really like this question. Spoken for him _98. I think this is Joseph. Joseph, you born in 98? Mate, you're a little baby. Goodness me, you speak like such a wise man. Anyway, he says to me, best thing about lockdown. I actually really like this question. So the best thing about lockdown for me, I think it's the reorganization of my priorities. I'm just able to focus on things that mean the most to me. I think I said this in previous videos I've had in my like 10 things to do during lockdown and how achieving your goals during lockdown, etc. I said that on there, and I've just been able to reappropriate my life, really able to focus on the things that matter most to me, things that will matter the most to me after lockdown's over. And most importantly, not because she's on my left hand side, because I really mean this, I get to spend really quality time with my girlfriend. Aww. Jardel HW asked me, what's your greatest achievement in life so far? So, other than knowing you, Jardel, you know, such a great honor. Okay, sorry. It is probably me graduating from uni. I graduated from uni with a first class degree, but more so, more importantly, I think it was the fact that I was valedictorian for my whole alumni. So that included economics, accounting, and business. So that meant quite a lot to me. I saw my mum in tears, like crying for joy. It was like, it's not something I see too often. Yeah, it was a really, really special day, and I've never felt like I've made my mum more proud. So since that day, I've just been reckless. I've been doing what the heck I've been like. I'm joking. Yeah, so that's been my greatest achievement in life so far. I really made my mum proud, and that meant a lot to me. So my work colleague and friend, James Smith, asked me, if you could do a collab with one YouTuber, who would it be? Brilliant, guys, I'm loving these questions. So that person would be a man called Nico Omalana. He's someone I discovered in lockdown as a result of speaking to my good friend Abdi. He's part of the Beta Squad, and his videos are just always so crazy. They're always so like extreme. The things that he describes, I think they're hilarious, stuff he does. And being part of that, I think, will be fantastic. He's also like a very, very nice guy. He makes quality content, and I think I can learn a lot from him. So yeah, he's someone I would love to do it. And I think my friend Abdi also asked me who is my favorite. Did he ask me that? Yeah, he asked me who's my favorite YouTuber. It's the same answer. It's definitely Nico Omalana. I look out for his videos quite often. I like every single one before I've even watched it. You guys should do that too. Yeah, if you haven't, yeah, just like, yeah, check it out. Yeah, so that's definitely my favorite YouTuber and who I'd want to do a collab with. On the topic of YouTube, David Young Ade, my guy, asked me, what made you start YouTube to begin with? I don't know, I initially started watching YouTube because of a man called KSI, which I'm sure you guys all know. He made this like video on a viral fast black man way back when. My friend Victor showed me in college, and it was hilarious. And I was like, wow, I could like he sounds like me. The way he speaks, everything's just so like extreme. Probably not too dissimilar from Nico. And I was like, yeah, this is sick. And I started talking to more people, telling them about it, and they all encouraged me to do it. They said that I'm quite I won't say outspoken. Yeah, actually no, I am quite outspoken, quite extroverted. I know I'm fairly articulate, even though I keep saying after everything I say. But yeah, so just seeing other people doing what I feel like I could do myself, just wanting to have something I can call my own as well, and that I can just put out there in the world, and looking back at it, and yeah, and then be like, yo, I did this, you know. And there is that feeling of satisfaction you get from completing a YouTube video, so recording it, editing it, getting the thumbnail, and then uploading it. It does feel really good for like it's like your own little baby. So yeah, that's what made me start YouTube. Just a feeling of having something of your own, feeling like you can actually be successful as well, And yeah, for growth. I just want to see how I can improve over time. So Bolu asked me again, he says, who are your top 5 all-time artists? Ooh. So I had Drake, Heady One, and Kendrick Lamar. I had to think about these last 2, but it has to be Fred Hammond, one of the most amazing gospel singers I've ever had the pleasure of listening to. And I was just looking through my phone like, to see who I listen to the most, and it has to be Hillsong.
Whoa, stop this video right now. I cannot believe I forgot about Kanye West. He's 2 Virgils % #1. Everyone else shifts down, so Hillsong misses out. So my actual top 5 is Kanye first, Drake second, Kendrick Lamar in third, Heady One in fourth, and Fred Hammond in fifth. Honorable mentions to Hillsong and Young Thug. But yeah, that's the real top 5. Now let's go back to the video.
Let me guys know what your top 5 artists are in the comments below. Let me know who I should be listening to a little bit more. So another mate of mine, Fahi, who I had the pleasure of meeting at Liverpool Parade last year after we won our 6th European trophy. Jeez, go. Okay, sorry, I got carried away. You know, I'm just so excited. I'm probably gonna win the league again. Yeah, a couple more games. Okay, sorry. Anyway, he asked me a very interesting question. Why can flies fly, but elephants can't elephant? Honestly, Fahi, I have no idea why. Probably because elephants aren't, a verb. But I just want to give you props on the fact that you know my wife and kids reference. Yeah, the greatest TV series of all time. Yeah, I'm not having it. Ain't that right, Catch? Yeah? Fine. Lola Nali asked me, where did you and your girlfriend meet? So, me and my girlfriend, we met on YouTube. Funny enough, I was releasing a video back in 2017. I put the preview of it on Twitter, and she replied to it laughing, and I was like, hey, you wanna come on one time, etc. Because obviously I saw her engaging quite a lot and I knew of her in the past. And she came over, did a video together with me. What's the name of the video? What did we do together? What's in my mouth? We did What's in my mouth challenge. And yeah, that was the first time we actually saw each other, doing a video together, and the rest is history. So my dog, Amy Crisp, asked me, what would be the opening and closing tracks of your DJ set? So, it's gonna be a little bit controversial, can't really lie, but whatever. Obviously I have to start, my opening track will be the national anthem, come on. It will be Talking the Hardest by Gigs. So when people walk into the shops, walk into the club, walk into the event, they know that this DJ ain't really messing about. You know, have everyone standing like this, like heads bowed, like singing Talking the Hardest. If I come through now, I'm back with my hardest. Jesus! You know? It's gonna be a serious thing, so everyone knows the vibrations, first of all. And closing, you have to end it on a vibe, and people have to know when to leave as well. So important. So obviously, I'm playing Cameo's Candy. Have to. It's like Candy. Hey, young people have taught that song on a night out. Guys, it's important, man. Everyone should know how to do the Candy. It's the most simple dance, and it also gives you a hint that you need to get the hell home. Yeah? Simples. And last but not least, Bolu asked me how many press ups can I bang in one go. So let's see. I used to be able to, oh my gosh, I can't even say I'm unfit, I've actually been training. I used to be able to do 50 in a row, but I started to eat loads of Maltesers, and I can only do 30. Hopefully that answers your question, Paul. After taking about 5 minutes to regain my breath, here I am to do my outro. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. As always, please leave a like if you did. I'm setting a like goal of 50 if you want to see any more Q&A Wednesdays coming soon your way. Subscribe if you're new. Please click that little bell button so you can always see notifications as to when I release new videos. So yeah, check it out, stay subscribed, watch this video about to come, stay safe, God bless, and always, peace.
Before you guys go, in case you're not aware, this man, George Floyd, is the latest in a long line of victims who have died as a result of police brutality. The injustice and disparity must end. Let us all come together, push forward the Black Lives Matter hashtag and movement, and make a change. There are some practical steps on how you, yes you, can help this change in the description below, so please check it out. God bless, stay safe, and I'll see you all soon.